Next up, we've got Jonathan, who has a thesis in religious studies on Judaism on liberal arts campuses. Please welcome Jonathan, everyone.
Hello. My thesis for last semester was about Jewish identity formation and presentation at a small liberal arts college like Hamilton, which is both not a particularly Jewish campus as well as not a particularly religious campus in general in terms of how people outwardly express themselves. So generally, American Jewish identity is dominated by concepts of family. It's very centered around the home in terms of how people practice and how they conceptualize the importance of their religion in their lives. It's something that comes from a long tradition of their family, and it's important to them because they want to pass it along. Obviously, coming to college, there's a bit of a disconnect in that people are no longer with the family that they primarily practice their religion with. So I want to understand, how do they adopt a new college identity, a new Jewish identity at college? So I did this through three methods. I looked at the publications that Hamilton Jewish communities like Hillel and Chabad were putting out advertising their services to the Jewish community. I looked at, I sent out a survey to the campus, both for Jewish and non-Jewish students, to compare their religious identities and religious practices. And I interviewed a number of Jewish students here at Hamilton. The main finding I found in terms of how people conceptualized of their Jewish identity was that it was very important to them, that people, the phrase proud to be Jewish came up again and again. There was this idea that Judaism was something that they wanted to continue on, and especially there's very protective language around how Judaism was expressed. Partially this is in the wake of October 7th and the protests coming out from that. A lot of students had this feeling that one needed to demonstrate their Judaism because both in the past and currently they felt that people did not want them to be Jewish. So in religious studies, this is understood as a sort of negative identity in the sense of it's an identity that is pushing back against other people's perception. As a part of their kind of demonstration of Jewish identity, things like putting on tefillin, which is a practice for male religious practice that's mandated through the commandments, and the placing of mezuzahs were very present. Obviously, those are religious symbols, and so they were used in this new secular context as a feeling of demonstrating Jewish identity, which is seen with other religious communities like Muslim women in the United States wearing hijabs, or Irish Catholics demonstrating the Celtic cross, which is this adaptation of religious symbols as a sign of more secular pride and resilience.